All right, battle buddies. I want to tackle a very, very serious topic of age discrimination. Now, there's a lot of deniers out there, but I can tell you this for a fact. It absolutely is a true thing. Okay? I know I've been discriminated against. I know my son has been discriminated against this summer. Um, this is a thing that happens all the time. I'll get into veteran discrimination down the road. So I know for sure that I've been age discriminated because I wasn't qualified enough. I didn't have the right type of patina on me yet because I just wasn't qualified. My age, my maturity level actually hurt me. This summer, my son, I made him go out and get a job, and he did. And he went to 85 places before someone told him yes. The reason why is he's 15. He's turning 16 here next week. When he hits 16, the floodgates will be open for him where he can work because the labor laws changed significantly. So, if you are young, you are age discriminated far more than someone who's older, okay? I see it all the time. I get guys that come in, I went down to the workforce center or whatever they call these places now, and they planted this seed in my head that I'm going to be discriminated against because I'm old. Quit being a moron. That's not the case. You have experience, a ton of it. Here's the thing. The greatest guy I've ever worked for in my entire life at Accenture, who hired me a few years back, guy's pushing 70 now. He's not old. You tell him he's old, he'll smack you upside the head. Hardcore Vietnam vet, Marine, bunch of Purple Hearts and stuff. Most amazing human I've ever worked for in my corporate career. By far. Hands down. No one even a second close. It comes in close to him. So anyway, he left, and guess what? The client that we were working for snagged him up because he's got so much consulting experience and the ability to solve problems. This is about solving problems, guys. The economy's gotten so good since 17-ish that what I see in our program is mind-boggling. It's absolutely astounding as to what we see happen. People have the payroll ability now to pay for top talent. They absolutely do, okay? So if you're being age discriminated, I have a harder time finding a job for a private that's out of AIT who's 19 years old unless they're cool making 13, 14 bucks an hour. You got to live in mom's basement, but whatever. A lot of these guys are going to community college or college or whatever, so that's fine on a part-time basis over summer. That's cool. But if that guy tries to apply for a job that I'm qualified to do, it's not even close, okay? So get this bullshit out of your head. Another thing that I see happen all the time, I've had it happen a number of times, these client companies that they help in placement services, right? They show up at their office because there's some sort of funky separation package that these guys get. They're supposed to make you feel good, right? Anyway, they show up. What do they tell our guys? This gray hair right here, get rid of it. That beard, shave it. I believe in trimming it. Looking good, don't get me wrong. You walk in looking like fucking Grizzly Adams, that's not giving a professional image unless that's the image that's in that place. You go and work for a tactical shop or you do some shit like tree trimming, that kind of stuff. Yeah, a little different. But if you're going to go and work at Accenture like I was, probably not the best way to be showing up. So, yeah, trim yourself up a little bit. Anyway, when your age gets in front of you because you're 50, 60, I just read this AARP thing. I'm supposedly in a class now because I'm over 40 where age discrimination happens. Yeah, it absolutely does happen to me because you know what? Somebody's going to pick the guy who's got 35, 40 years of experience over me. If he's been doing this, whatever, before I was even born, Sorry, I'm the biggest loser today. It's just straight up. It's a business decision, okay? Anyway, I get this happen all the time. All the time this happens. Hey, how far back on my resume should I go? You should go as far back as it takes for you to get that job. If you've got relevant experience from the 40s, put that shit on there. Put it on your resume. Have it as the discussion. So, one of my favorite shows to watch with my son, we laugh so hard. It's called Catfish. It's on MTV. These men and women, they think that they're talking to this hot model-like person. And, you know, they're big themselves. And here's this chiseled dude who's got a six-pack abs and all this other crap. And all of a sudden, these catfish people find these guys. And guess what? It's not a guy. It's usually some big monster, like a Sasquatch, okay? Now think about this. You're the hiring manager, okay? And somebody went and filtered through their resume, took off all their fingerprints, that this guy who I'm going to interview showing up is probably 25, right? It's a 60 grand job, something like that. And I'll go, maybe check out a 25-year-old. All of a sudden I show up, 47 years old. I created trust barriers. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. I've got my Army stuff listed from 1990. I want people to know that they got a guy that's coming in that's probably 40-something. That needs to happen. Be truthful. Excuse me. What else have I got written down here? Don't be a catfish, okay? You are absolutely going to lose every single time on experience more than your age. If somebody's more qualified, somebody can solve problems better than you, you're going to lose. And that does happen with age. So it's actually the opposite of what these guys are telling you. It's the opposite, guys, okay? So be truthful. Don't create any reason to have trust issues creep on in there. Chances are that, you know, age discrimination is happening in a situation similar to my son. Next week he turns 16. He can't even apply online till next week on Tuesday when he turns 16 because the system automatically kicks him out. So don't apply online like my son, but it's kind of required for some of these jobs. He's working at Chick-fil-A right now. Great place, but he wants a new challenge. So if a 16-year-old kid, 15-year-old kid can get a job at Chick-fil-A, I've been told, told I can't work at Chick-fil-A. That's bullshit. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to everyone around you. Anyway, concentrate on creating the case for the best possible you. Let people know that you can solve problems. Demonstrate how you solve problems. Get in front of people. Tell them how you solve problems. Don't apply online unless it's for Chick-fil-A or Target or one of these retail types of jobs. If you're going to be applying for these jobs that, let's say you're a director or a VP or something like that, and you want to become an individual contributor or a manager again and kind of go back in the day, team lead or something, be very, very clear as to why on your resume and tell that story as to why that is that you want to take these steps back. I see it all the time. Hey, dude, I'm tired of running an organization of 500 people. I just want to be back on a squad again, like back when you're in the Army, right? Same thing. So just be real, be true to yourself, tell your story the way it is. There's no need to lie. There's no need to be deceitful. You put the wrong shit on your resume, can't back it up. It's going to backfire in your face. Anyway, thanks for subscribing. Keep those invites coming. Let's get all these vets here that we can possibly get to get them the support that they need and deserve. And let's make sure that we spread this information with them so everybody can get back on their feet. Thanks. Appreciate it. I've seen this place blow up in the last year, and it'll be 100,000 people before we know it. Have a great day.